Where's Steve Rogers?
The war ended almost 70 years ago.
I didn't know. Shit!
Hey there, quirky people. Today we're going to take another look at MCU's crazy time travel rules, which apparently keep on changing every now and then. Well, don't get us wrong. Marvel does try to explain everything properly. But they also keep on retconning their own time travel rules. Every time an MCU project touches time travel, we are able to spot slight additions to their time travel rules. First, the directors of Endgame said that Captain America created a new timeline by living with Peggy.
That's great.
But then the writers Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely stated that Cap did no such thing.
Who actually believes this bunkum?
According to them, Cap lived his life in the same MCU timeline. I mean, these guys worked with directors Joe and Anthony Russo for several years, and they just cannot come to an agreement despite working on Endgame for so long.
Okay,
Right?
you made your point. Just sit down, okay?
On top of that, Loki has established that Cap did indeed create a new reality.
That's quite an accusation.
Hello, Marvel, you've got to stop creating such confusion. There are already so many complications in your time travel.
You're making me beat up grass!
There's no need for more additions. But apparently, one more problem has been added by What If.
Come here.
No, I think I might be getting
Come here.
Yeah,
Right here.
Gone are the days where time travel used to be simple. Changing the past used to create simultaneous changes in the future.
Maximum effort.
This version of time travel is called mutable time travel.
You're welcome, Canada.
But the MCU follows a different time travel, which I like to refer to as branch theory. Apparently, even Dragon Ball Z follows this multiple timeline theory. Here, changing the past does not change the future. It would just create a new branched reality, and that reality becomes a part of MCU's multiverse. Now, after the multiverse-breaking finale of Loki,
See you soon.
infinite branches have been created, and they are all following their own timeline narratives. As we saw at the end, the TVA was allowing those branches to sprout continuously. They were not pruning any of the new branched realities. This explained how we got one timeline where Cap lived his life happily with Peggy. There's another branch where Thanos, Gamora, Nebula, and the Black Order didn't exist since they went to the future and didn't return. And now, the What If series has shown us that there's another universe where Peggy Carter becomes the super soldier. We spotted quite a few similarities in the narrative of this universe and the Sacred Timeline narrative, but there were so many other differences as well. One of those differences was the use of Tesseract. Now you may have spotted a parallel between What If Episode 1 and the Avengers. Red Skull used the Tesseract to summon his interdimensional champion, but to the 1940s.
The champion of Hydra has risen!
But in the Avengers, Loki used it to summon his Chitauri army to 2012. Until this point, everything seemed a-okay with What If, and I was really happy.
We're good!
But that happiness changed into massive confusion when Peggy Carter pushed the Hydra monster into the portal and went along with him. And then, she ended up almost 70 years in the future. It's clear that she didn't end up in a different dimension of the multiverse. She had actually traveled to the future of her own universe because Hawkeye recognized her.
Sir, that's Captain Carter.
Where's Steve Rogers?
Now this shouldn't have been possible. The MCU has never established the fact that the Space Stone could be used to travel through time. We always thought that it could only transport people to anywhere in the universe and not anywhere in the timeline. Only the Time Stone should have that power. If not just the Time Stone, then as Endgame showed us, the Quantum Realm has to be used for that. I'm pretty sure that even the TVA's TemPads use quantum travels. But the Space Stone certainly shouldn't be able to allow time travel. One could argue that it could technically send the user to anywhere in the multiverse and throughout the timeline. That's because it can open a portal to any dimension. And since the Quantum Realm is one important dimension in the MCU multiverse, the Space Stone should be able to open a portal into the life-giving realm. That would further allow a person to navigate through time vortexes, just like the Avengers did. The same reasoning could be used with a sling ring. Maybe Doctor Strange doesn't need a Quantum Realm suit because he has his sling ring, which could open a portal in the Quantum Realm and allow him to travel through time. Both these ways of time travel haven't been established in the MCU yet, but they could be possible. Maybe Captain Carter ended up in 2012 accidentally by using the same logic that I've just established with the Tesseract and the sling ring. But if that is the case, If the Tesseract could actually be used to travel through time as well, then why did Endgame make such a big deal about using the quantum realm to navigate through time?
I know, right?
They could have just gone to apprehend the Tesseract. Beyond that point, the Space Stone could have been used for time travel. The MCU seems to have retconned its time travel rules once again. And this isn't the first time they've done that. Back in Doctor Strange, the Ancient One said that she couldn't see the future beyond the point of her death. But then in Infinity War, Doctor Strange was able to look at more than 14 million future alternatives, which stretched even beyond his dusting. So how was he able to see these alternate realities even after he died? To solve this confusion, we've been presuming that he didn't technically die. None of the snap victims actually died. Their bodies and souls were still present in the universe, but only in the form of dust. And as WandaVision clearly showed us, Smart Hulk's snap undusted every snap victim by reforming their scattered particles. So that's how Doctor Strange was able to see in the future. Similarly, we now have to presume that the Space Stone opened a portal through the quantum realm. And then Captain Carter was pulled into a time vortex just like Scott Lang was. And for the question of why the Space Stone wasn't used for time travel till now, the answer is that it is impossible to navigate time without a time-space GPS. So, Captain Carter's arrival in the future was just a 1 in a billion cosmic fluke.
You're absolutely right.
If anyone else were to just try and use the Space Stone for time travel, they'd have no way to determine their destination. They would be stuck within the quantum realm until they die. Hopefully, Marvel will explain how Captain Carter ended up in 2012 by just using the Tesseract. Till then, we could just presume the Space Stone quantum realm explanation to be true. What do you guys think about it? Does this explanation solve your confusion about the ending of What If Episode 1? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button and subscribe buttons if you enjoyed the video. And don't forget to check out some more fun videos on our channel. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!